Whispers on the Frontier, a Pony Express story of outlaws and saloons. Night fell fast on the frontier. A single rider tore across the open plain, moonlight on the metal of his revolver, dust billowing behind him. In his saddlebag, a letter stamped with a seal he didn't recognize. In the town ahead, a saloon full of people who didn't know their future was riding toward them. This was the Wild West, when news traveled on horseback, law traveled late, and trouble traveled fastest. The West wasn't finished yet. The year was around 1860. The West wasn't finished yet, it was being argued into place. Every town was a bet. If the stagecoach stopped there, it lived. If the army protected it, it grew. If the telegraph line passed through, it became important. And in almost every town, there was a saloon. Because in the West, information didn't always move through offices, it moved through whiskey, piano music, and women who listened more than they talked. This story is about three of them: a 19-year-old Pony Express rider named Elias Kane, a saloon woman named Red Lily, who knew more than most men, and an outlaw named Cole Maddox, who wanted one last big score before the frontier got civilized. The rider, Elias Kane, rode light, small frame, tough horse, bigger purpose. The Pony Express didn't pay a fortune, but it paid in something better: trust. They only hired young, tough, fast riders who weren't afraid of long nights, bad weather, or men with guns. At the relay station that evening, the station master handed him a new pouch, heavier paper, fancier seal. Ride straight. No saloon stops. No side deals. This one goes through. Elias frowned. What is it? Station master: not for you to know. Just for you to carry. That was the rule of the Pony Express. You didn't have to understand the message, you just had to deliver it. Elias swung into the saddle. Wind in his face. Moon above him. A whole country behind him, waiting for news. Dry Creek and the Golden Spurs. A few miles ahead lay Dry Creek, a town that wasn't much, but thought it could be. It had one street, one jail cell, one church that doubled as a meeting hall, and a saloon called the Golden Spurs, the only building with steady light. Inside, the night was alive, men playing cards, ranch hands drinking their week's pay, a piano slightly out of tune, and smoke curling around the chandelier. Behind the bar, moving like she owned the room, was Lily. They called her Red Lily, not just because of her hair, but because she stood out like a flower in a place full of dust and trouble. She wasn't just there to pour drinks. She was there to hear things. And tonight, she heard something interesting. Sheriff, to the barkeep, Pony Express riders coming through tonight. Word is he's carrying something important. East don't send their good wax for nothing. Barkeep: important like money? Sheriff shrugged. Important, like somebody might want to steal it. Lily wiped a glass, listening without looking. Then tonight's gonna be busy. The Outlaws' last score. Narrator: in the far corner, where the lamplight didn't quite reach, sat Cole Maddox. He was the kind of man the West made by accident, too rough for towns, too smart for the noose. He'd ridden with small outlaw crews, robbed a stage or two, never killed unless he had to, but that didn't make him good, only practical. Trouble was, the West was changing. The telegraph made robberies harder. The army moved faster. The railroad would make the Pony Express pointless. Cole told himself, one last job. One big score. Then south. Maybe a ranch. Maybe a quiet life. But first, that letter. A man had told him in hushed tones, Pony Express rider. Tonight. Carrying federal business, telegraph lines, maybe army pay routes. You get it, you can sell it. So Cole waited. He sipped his drink. He watched the door. He saw the sheriff. He saw Lily. He saw everything. The rider arrives. The swing doors of the saloon opened to the night. The room quieted just a little, because everyone always looked at a new arrival. Elias stood in the doorway, dusty, tired, clutching the mail pouch like it was part of him. He only meant to ask directions to the relay horse. He didn't plan to stay. But the Golden Spurs was the only place lit. And his horse was blown. Lily smiled, the kind of smile that said, I've seen 100 men like you, but I'll treat you like you're the first. Lily, you look like you've been racing the moon, sweetheart. You need water? Coffee? Something stronger? Elias: ma'am, I'm just passing through. Need to change horses. Sheriff turned on his stool, eyeing the pouch. Sheriff, that's the express bag? Elias stiffened. Yes, sir. Before he could say more, a voice from the dark corner cut through the room. Cole, I'll take it from here, kid. The salon got really quiet. A letter worth stealing. Elias didn't move. Elias, this goes to the company station. I can't hand it over. Cole stood up, slow, like he had all the time in the world. Cole, you can. You just don't want to. The sheriff's hand drifted toward his holster. He knew who Cole Maddox was. Sheriff, Cole, don't start it in here. Cole didn't look at him. His eyes stayed on Elias, on the pouch. Cole, somebody paid good money to know what's in that letter. And I always deliver. Lily watched them all, the boy, the outlaw, the sheriff, and in that moment she understood, this wasn't about money. It was about information. About which town would get the telegraph? About which route the army would protect? About whose land would explode in value? That kind of letter could make a cattle baron richer, or an outlaw crew very dangerous. Lily stepped in. Lily, boys, you spill blood over federal mail, this town gets a reputation nobody wants. Cole smirked. Town already has a reputation. Lily, not that kind. The saloon woman's game. Lily was good because she understood men. The outlaw wanted the letter. The boy wanted to do his job. The sheriff wanted no bodies. So she made an offer. Lily, you hold up the express in here, everyone tells the company. They bring marshals. You won't be able to buy a drink in Nevada without a shotgun in your face. Cole, you suggesting I let him go? Lily, I'm suggesting you don't take it here. Cole studied her. She didn't flinch. Lily leaned closer to Elias and murmured, barely moving her lips, Lily, back door. Stable. Black mare. Fastest in town. Go when I talk. Then, louder, to Cole, Lily, I know who it's for. That got his attention. Cole, oh, you do? Lily, Army Paymaster. Carson Pass, Dawn. Cole thought that over. It sounded right. It matched the half information he'd been given. Cole, then I can meet him down the trail. Lily, exactly. Cole nodded once. Cole, then we do it Lily's way. Go, kid. Elias didn't waste it. He bolted. Outlaws don't trust easy. Of course, Cole wasn't stupid. He let the boy go in public, so the town saw him being reasonable. But while he was talking, he gave a tiny nod to two men at a poker table near the back. The message was clear, go out the back. Go after him. Bring me the pouch. Lily saw it. The sheriff saw it. But Elias was already out in the dark, saddling the black mare. Sheriff, he sent riders. Lily, so send yours. Sheriff sighed, he was tired, underpaid, and too old for night rides, but he still believed in doing the right thing. Sheriff, get my rifle. The night ride. Outside, the west was cold and wide. Elias threw the pouch over his shoulder, mounted the black mare, and kicked hard. The horse lunged forward, hooves cracking the hard dirt. Behind him, he heard doors slam, men shouting, the rapid clatter of hooves, the outlaws were coming. Elias knew he couldn't outrun them forever, but he didn't have to, he just had to make it to the relay station. That was the magic of the Pony Express, a rider only had to be fast between stations. After that, a fresh horse, a fresh rider, and the mail kept flying. He turned off the main trail toward a ridge. Harder terrain, but shorter. Behind him, gunshots cracked the night. Outlaw number 1, bring the horse down. Bullets kicked dirt near the mare's legs. Elias ducked low, whispering to the horse. Elias, come on, girl. Just a little more. The drop. At the top of the ridge, Elias could see it, a lantern, a corral, a man waiting. The relay station. But the outlaws were too close now, if he led them straight to the station, they'd just steal the pouch there. So Elias did something only a young, brave rider would do. He dropped the mail. He slid the pouch off, tossed it behind a boulder where the station master could see it, and then he kept riding like he still had it. Because men chase movement. The outlaws followed him over the ridge, guns up, eyes on the rider, not on the rock. Down below, the station master, seeing what was happening, ran out, grabbed the pouch, and disappeared inside. The mail was safe. Now the rider had to stay alive. The sheriff still believed. Back in town, the sheriff and a young deputy were already riding hard. The sheriff's horse wasn't as fast as a Pony Express mare, but he knew the land, he knew where men would try to cut off a rider. He spotted the gun flashes up on the ridge. "Sheriff, there." He dismounted behind a rock, raised his rifle, and waited for a clean shot. When one of Cole's men raised his pistol to fire at Elias again, the sheriff fired first. The outlaw tumbled from his saddle. The second outlaw wheeled his horse around and bolted into the dark. Men like that didn't die for other men's pay. Elias circled back, breathing hard. "Sheriff, you drop it?" Elias nodded. The station master poked his head out from the station door, holding the pouch. "Station master, safe and sound." Elias grinned, tired and proud. "Elias, then the West gets to keep moving." "Sheriff, you pony boys are gonna get me killed one of these nights." Meanwhile, Cole narrator, while all this was happening, Cole Maddox was riding the other way, toward Carson Pass. He trusted Lily just enough to check. When he got there at dawn and there was no army paymaster, no escort, no wagon, he realized it. Cole, angry, to himself, "She played me." But by the time he rode back toward Dry Creek, it would be too late. The letter would already be on another horse, heading east. The telegraph plan would be safe. And his name would be attached to a failed robbery. The West had just moved 1 inch away from men like him. Back at the saloon, morning in Dry Creek looked different. The piano was quiet. Men were sleeping it off. Sunlight came in through broken blinds. Lily was sweeping like nothing had happened. The sheriff walked in, set his hat on the bar. "Sheriff, boy made it. Mail made it." Lily smiled, but it was small. "Lily, good. Maybe they keep the line coming through here then." "Sheriff, you knew what was in it?" Lily, "Didn't have to. I just knew it was bigger than Cole." "Sheriff, he'll be back." Lily, "Probably mad." "Sheriff, probably." Lily, "Then we'll be ready." She poured him coffee, not whiskey. Because this was the kind of town that wanted to stay on the map. What the West was really built on. People remember the outlaws because they looked good in stories. But the West was built on messages. On riders who didn't stop. On women who listened and made choices. On sheriffs who still rode out in the dark, even when nobody would have blamed them for staying inside. For a little while, the Pony Express made the country feel smaller, like the far-off West wasn't so far after all. And on one night in Dry Creek, a rider, a saloon woman, and a tired sheriff helped the future get through. Because in the Wild West, the fastest thing wasn't the gun. It was the message.